Welcome back to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Second show of the day, kicking off a few minutes early because I got to be out of here and done with this at about 5:30. So going to be a short show, but wanted to give y'all the second show of the day. First show went well. I thought the first show went well. It's good to have everybody here. Y'all are extraordinary. We're going to get started in just a minute. Hang on 1 second. Good to have everybody here. Second show of the day. Y'all truly are a blessing. Yeah. So great. All right. Alrighty. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all forms of social media. 3D Boxing blog. Join the Patreon. What up, Kyle? Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in the ticker below. It's pinned in the chat. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It's $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. It gets you asked to book anything. It gets the lock of the week. The lock of the week is already live, but of course it is. The lock of the week is live for y'all. Right, I will get you guys a second lock as we get closer to the weekend. You guys also get the access to the Discord, which is the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. You get the live props. You get the live betting, the updated props. You get all the best gambling advice anywhere. What it do, Pimp? It do what it do, my dude. It do what it do, DJ. The absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. We stream fights. It's a great community to be part of as well. So, guys, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Get the access to the Discord. It is truly extraordinary. All right. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar, carnivalbar.com. It's the world's. Do I have it up? No, I don't. I'm bugging. Hang on. Well, they're not going to be happy with this read. I'm going to start over again. Guys, go to carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move in stores for years. Get your travel, autonomy, and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, that's a much better read. I think they'll be more satisfied with that one. And that's why carnivalbar.com pays me the big bucks. All right, guys, let's get into today's show. Guys, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, Muscles is in here. Let me get through some of these. Deshaun Jackson, former Eagles superstar receiver, says, who you got, Crawford or Canelo? I think I was just talking to a guy that has a sports betting YouTube channel, sports betting in general. His name is Jeff Parles. It's Sports by the Book, I think it's called. Check him out. Sports by the Book, Jeff Parles. And I like Crawford. By decision. I think he's a great bet, but I like Crawford in this fight. I think Canelo is far more shot than Crawford is. I know Crawford's older. I'm a big Crawford guy. It's going to be tough. I think with his speed, he can keep Crawford at bay. I think Crawford with his speed and reach can keep Canelo at the end of his shots. I think that you're going to see Canelo resort to the old Canelo, which is to say the young Canelo. Old Canelo, which is to say young Canelo, where he's just going to get frustrated and start loading up one shot at a time, one right hand at a time. And you're not going to hit Terrence Crawford with one shot. But you're going to have to put them together. You're going to have to disguise things. You're going to have to set traps. You're going to have to work things. You're not going to load up and hit Terrence Crawford. You're not going to score clean that way. So there's that. But I think Crawford, by decision, is plus 210 is extraordinary. I think the fight to go over. I think the fight to go the distance is extraordinary. I would take those two bets. I would take the fight to go the distance. I'd take the over. I would take Crawford by decision is how I would bet that. Now, I'm going to pull it up now. Let's take a look at that because I do like that question. And again, we're getting close. It's the biggest fight of the year. I think it's fair to spend some time with us, even though we're still a week and a half out. Here it is. Canelo Alvarez at minus 185 and Crawford at plus 145. I would take Crawford there, but if you're going to take Crawford, you might as well take him by decision because the decision is getting you plus 210. Plus 210 is drastically better than 145. Do you really think that Crawford is going to stop Canelo? Do you think Crawford's going to stop Canelo? Anyone really thinks that. So why take Crawford on the money line where you can just get him by decision at plus 210? Over 10.5 is minus 390. I think that's a fine bet. I'll probably work that into some stuff. Canelo by decision is plus 120. I don't love that. But you got two choices. You got Canelo by stop, Crawford by stoppage, which is not going to happen. You got Crawford by decision, which I think is your best bet. That's my prediction. Crawford by decision. It's paying 210. I think that's truly extraordinary. I think those are great odds. Whenever you get Crawford by decision in a fight like this, I think it's gonna. I think it's well worth it. The other thing I like is a draw. I would probably bet a draw on this. The draw, the odds in Vegas. I mean, the judges in Vegas always seem to like Canelo. They always like Canelo. Even when he lost to Bivol, and this is I was talking to the guy with Jeff from Sports by the Book. We were chatting about this, and I was saying even the Bivol fight, which Canelo got washed. It was 115, 113. He won 7-5. They scored 5 rounds. All 3 judges. It was 115, 113 times 3. All 3 judges had it win 5 rounds. No one watching the fight had that at all. But that's how the judges had it. So the draws on the board, right? Like I wouldn't bet this heavy. We've seen a ton of draws. It's been the year of the draw. I don't know. Maybe we've seen Canelo get a draw with Triple G. Now I thought he won. Everyone thought I was crazy for saying that. I thought Canelo went up by 8-4. I know 116, 112 Canelo. But everyone else seemed to have thought Triple G won that fight, and it was a draw. I don't have a problem with a draw. I think Canelo's lost other fights. I think Canelo lost to Trout. I think he lost to Lada. I think he beat Cotto. He's got some questionable decisions for sure. And there's always one judge, 114, CJ Ross in the Canelo Mayweather fight, which was extraordinary. There's always one judge that really, really, really likes Canelo. Really likes Canelo. There's always one bad judge. The judge usually seems to be Italian or a woman. If there was an Italian woman judge, like my mom, that judge would probably be the worst. That judge would probably be exceptionally bad. Yeah, just a thought out there. But I like Canelo. I mean, I like Crawford. I like the over. I like it to go the distance. I like the over. You guys want to get this to go the distance? Yes, sirree. Minus 330. I do like that. And then the knockdowns. Both fighters to be knocked down. Either fighter to be knocked down. I like no on this. I thought the odds would be better because there's always a knockdown in a Canelo fight, right? Canelo always knocks somebody down. So I like no. But I just thought the odds would be better. I don't think Crawford's getting now. This is a risky bet to a degree. I thought this would be plus money. I really did. Or close to even, not minus 200. I honestly think there's better bets than this, but I do like this bet. Either fight to be knocked down, no. I would take it. It's not bad odds on this. That's the other one. Nobody thinks this, right? Nobody thinks that. This is the one you want to take. Crawford to be knocked down. Yes or no? That's the one right there. It's decent odds on this. Either fight to be knocked down, no. Both fighter bees knocked down is an interesting bet. I'd rather bet a draw. But I like this. I just thought the odds would be better on it. So ultimately, for this fight, the bets, the 3D, the bookie, the 3D boxing bookie, would sign off on a Crawford money line, over 10.5, Crawford by decision. And I would advise everyone to take this bet over Canelo on the money line. The draw, I would bet Canelo to go the distance, fight to go the distance, and I'd bet either fight to be knocked down. No. Those are the bets that the boxing bookie would sign off on. I think I'm going to take a chance and fade Charlie Edwards. Last time he fought a competent Mexican, he was on the floor having a stroke in the third round, and the Brits made it a no contest. Wasn't that an Argentinian? Hang on. Let me look it up. Was it a Mexican? Let me look at that. Yeah, okay, he is Mexican. I don't know why I thought he was Argentinian. All right, he is Mexican. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Obviously, there's no fine for you, Havelock. It's good to have everybody aboard. Crawford by points, I think, is the bet. I think that's an extraordinary bet. I would lock into that. Locked in. Muscles is here. I think Crawford can take his power away. I think so, too. The GOAT is here. What up, GOAT? Muscles Brown says, I don't think Juarez has enough to beat Edwards. I think the fight goes the distance. Juarez is the only his stuff only been stopped once because his eye was closed. And I'm not going to take Edwards by stoppage. Edwards doesn't even look to hurt anybody. Edwards by decision, I believe, if you can get that, would be the bet. I got Canelo by a pretty dominant decision. Deshaun Jackson, I don't think Canelo even hits that hard anymore unless it's on. Well, I mean, that's interesting. Yeah. I already know I'm betting Canelo and Crawford, not taking either on the money line. He's betting the knockdown props. Muscles, are you betting the knockdown props on that? Muscles Brown, I hear you. I just like to take chances against these Brits who fight a soft style against Mexican fighters. Yeah. I've always said Mexican versus the Brits is a tough matchup for the Mexicans. They have to really outclass it. If they're comparable, if their skills are close, if they're on the same level, I'm gonna fade the Mexican. I am. I agree because he can break you down. He's gonna slow you down. I agree. That's valid, brother. Canelo maybe won 3 rounds at most in that Bivol fight, and I agree. Is anyone else offering this Sunday UK card featuring Bab, Smith, Fee, and Story? I don't have it on my book, Mark. Don't have it on my book, unfortunately. The judges gave Canelo the first 4 rounds versus Bivol. And that is extraordinary. This is what I mean. That is spectacular. And the 9th. So they all, let me see if I can find the card. They all gave the same. Every judge had round by round the same. Canelo versus Bivol. Scorecard. Let me see. I got it. Shout out Daily Mail. I haven't peeped it yet. Let's take a peep at the scorecards. That's not the scorecard. You guys can tell I haven't been sleeping well again, right? Whenever I'm not sleeping well, I act like a retard. Hang on. All right, here we go. Holy shit. You're right. This is extraordinary. I don't know. Every judge handed in the same scorecard. Not just the totals, which is, that happens. But literally round by round, everything's exactly the same. Everything is literally exactly the same. They all scored 1 through 4 and 9 for Canelo and Bivol. I don't know that I've ever seen a card like this, cards like this before. No judge disagreed on any round. Yes, indeed. God, what do you make of this? Look at it. This fight was still completely in the balance in the 12th round. Canelo wins the 12th round. It's a draw. Extraordinary. I've never seen Crawford even close to losing other than Majimov, who is the opposite of Canelo stylistically. I agree. Majimov is shifty with master footwork. Canelo is 25 is a slow, low volume mess. I don't disagree with anything Boxing 79 says here. How did you score the Porter fight? I had Porter up going into the 10th. That was very, very close, I thought. But it doesn't matter because he got stopped. But I think I had Porter up. I had that was an 11th round stoppage or a 10th round stoppage? The 10th round stoppage, right? I had him up 86-85, I think. I want to say it was a 10th round stoppage. And I had Porter up a point, I want to say. It doesn't matter. You got stopped. Do you like Marksby? I do. I haven't gotten to the rest of the tape yet, but yes, I'm going to sign off on Marksby. Yes, I do. Crawford knocked him out, and it had Crawford up 3 rounds. Oh, I mean, it was a hard fight to score. Also, have you gotten opinions on Valenzuela and Cody? Not yet, LP. Come back to me tomorrow. I'll have a lot more for that, and you guys. Any thoughts on Cody? You guys and Luis Torres? You guys are digging deep. You guys are really digging deep. I don't have. Where do you guys? I'm just curious. Where do you guys get books for these cards? I didn't even know these guys were fighting. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a book on this. There it is. It's close to even. What card is this on? Oh, this is the Pro Box card. Top of my head, probably Luis Venezuela. Probably Luis Venezuela is my guess. I like probably Venezuela. I know he's paying a little bit plus money. What about the Acosta Cardoso fight, please? I'm confused. Acosta is fighting Sagawa. What do you? I'm confused on what you're asking me. I don't understand. Let's go. It's extraordinary. If Canelo still hit hard, he would have slept all these mid-level fights. I agree. I'm not going to say he's feather fist or thing like that, but I don't think he carries the same pop that he used to. I'm still confused by this question. Acosta versus Cardoso. Acosta is fighting Sagawa. Who would you say is the closest of Crawford's opponents to represent Canelo's style? I'd be looking at film a lot, but it's hard to find a comp. That's a Mean Machine? Mean Machine, I guess, who gave him troubles for a bit. I don't know. Mean Machine, I suppose. Question. So if you place a method of victory by decision or KO and the fight result is a draw, no, you lose. A methodology bet loses. If it goes, a methodology bet loses if you bet the methodology. A money line bet voids. Unless it's 3-way betting, but typically a money line bet will void. Let me pull up this. You guys are digging deep today, and I appreciate that. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get to the Cardoso Valenzuela tape. I like Valenzuela, I suppose, in that fight. The odds are very close. There's a book that has it. I like Valenzuela in that fight, top of my head. Acosta and Sagawa. That's an interesting one. And Acosta getting plus odds is interesting to me. Jordan White and Tellez, I'm interested in breaking down that fight. Anything else? Iglesias, I like, and I like Marksby. So I think Marksby is a good bet. Guys, you can get, like, get a little worse. Guys want a decent little parlay? Marksby, Charlie Edwards, down to minus 310. Conlon, it's almost even money. Guys, what do you think of that parlay? Minus 111. Marksby, Edwards, Conlon. Marksby, Edwards, Conlon. I think that is truly extraordinary. Minus 111, I think that's an easy hit. The toughest one to me there is Edwards. He's got the widest odds at minus 750. The one that would make me slightly hesitant there is Edwards. I don't love him at minus 750, but I love this at minus 111. This parlay at minus 111, I think, is excellent. Like this, I think there's great value here. What do you guys think of a parlay like that? Marksby, Edwards, Conlon. I would load up on that. I'm going to make this a relatively shorter show today. I'll try to come back 2 shows tomorrow. A lot to get into this week. Like I said, I have a Bible study that I do with the youth. My daughter's in the group now because she's 11. She's in 6th grade. So, it's for middle schoolers and high schoolers. So I gotta attend to that. But guys, if you have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts before I wrap this up, please let me know now in the chat. I'll give you a second. Let me just check something real quick. Again, I will try to bring you guys back 2 shows tomorrow. This was kind of a short show. I did want to go live. I think I gave you guys some decent content. Let me just check something real quick, and I'll answer your questions. All right. All right. All right. Let me get through some of these and then we'll wrap. Just FYI, Garrett, you're freezing on occasion. I think I just need to reset this. It's not. I got a lot of things open. I appreciate it. This week is making up for last week. We have boxing cards taking place from Thursday. Yeah, it's a much better week. I'm taking Crawford by decision and Crawford money line as starting bets and parlaying the over with the undercard fights and Donovan. So, fellas, what up? Rando in the house. G, any thoughts on Harvey Smith versus Josh Babb? Or I don't know. No. I'm guessing. Josh Babb. What? An interesting fight. I wish I would have broke this down. I'll tell you guys what, because I can get through this quickly because they're only 6 rounders. If DraftKings, I'm interested in this fight. I'm not familiar. If DraftKings adds this to my book, I'll take a look at it. Because I'm intrigued by this fight. I am. I'm intrigued by that fight. All right, let me get through these super chat. Let me get through these messages, and I'll get to it. Oh. Do you think White or Iglesias gets? I think Iglesias probably gets the stoppage. I would lean towards that. You said Edwards. Yeah, I would take Edwards. I don't love him at the price, but I definitely think he wins. That 3-leg parlay, I think hits. And I think it's at -111. I think that's good value. Iglesias by decision is plus. Yeah, there's a lot of value there. Like if you took Iglesias by decision, and I kind of think it's 50-50 whether or not it's a decision or not. I like that as a bet. Iglesias by decision, I think, is an interesting bet. Yeah, guys, I'm going to sign off on that. Mark B, Edwin Conlon, hell yeah, G, I'm locking. I think that it is a good parlay to lock up at -111. All right, guys, I do have to wrap. I got to get going. I got to leave the house in about 10 minutes. Let me know if you guys have any final questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Leave them now. Questions, comments, thoughts. Super chats are always appreciated. FanDuel Bet Online is always the best book for boxing if you need books. Yeah, I'm gonna like. I like what Mark gave me today, so I'm gonna look into that. I was even unaware of that. You guys, I love you guys because you guys dig deep on these fights. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all on social media. 3D Boxing, 3D Boxing Blog. It is September 3rd, 2025. From Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.